Hello everyone, my name is Evina Maril and my metric number is CE200108 and my supervisor name is Dr. Muhammad Mahdi bin Abdul Jamil, and today I would like to present my final year project entitled Cat Safety Monitoring and Tracking System. As a pet owner, one of our main concern is the safety of our pets, and as we know that there are existing pet monitoring systems that are available in stores which takes form of a collar or harness, but they have yet to have both functionalities such as real-time location tracking and the safety feature which will alert owners whenever pet actually ran into any potential dangers such as water immersions. And it also there's a need in efficient platform where it is also user-friendly for pet owners to monitor their pet activity. So that is why I have proposed or created this project to overcome those limitations. So my project is basically consists of a harness that includes the utilization of temperature sensor, camera and GPS in order to detect the location and safety of a pet. So basically the data will log into an application of the owner's phone, and the obtained data will be then stored for the owner to refer the graph trends for a long-term monitoring to ensure the safety and the health of the pet. For the problem statement, as I mentioned before, is that there are a lack of efficient platform for pet owners, which is some of the existing applications is not user-friendly and also does not offer long-term monitoring of their pet activity. And as for the second problem statement is that the current system may only offer one functionality, which is it's either location tracking or safety feature. So for the objective is that the first one is to develop data storage using Microsoft Excel in order that owner can just easily export the data for long-term monitoring. As for the next objective is to create safety feature utilizing the 18B20 sensor, which is also the temperature sensor, to detect water immersion. And the next is to implement a system that provides accurate and real-time tracking of pets' location. Doesn't matter the distance of the pet travel. So the aim for the project in developing the cat monitoring, safety monitoring and tracking system is that not only we would like to enhance the pet safety, but also to strengthen the bond between pet and owners, where we utilize the both software and hardware technology as solutions to overcome any limitation and to ensure that the pet will always be safe and healthy. There are 5 job scope for this project, where first we would like to develop to ensure that the harness is durable and also waterproof. If not waterproof, then water resistant, to lessen the damage or wear and tear. Next is to design and prototype a specialized harness where we combine both hardware and software components together. Next is to develop a user-friendly smartphone application using Blink platform. As for the fourth work scope is in creating mechanisms within the application to record and achieve pet activity data in Excel format. And finally is to conduct testing to ensure the capability, the reliability and the accuracy of the project for every component that is used. So basically, this is a table of the literature review of journals that I have studied relating to the pet monitoring system, and as a summary that I have obtained is that there have yet any existing project that utilize the temperature sensor in detecting water immersions, And also I have considered the advantages and the disadvantages, which their lack of durable and water resistant prototype, which means that the prototype will be damaged as soon as it is contact with water, or if the pads eventually destroyed or do any certain activities that will cause the prototype to damage. Moving on to the hardware and software that have been used for the project, we'll start with the hardware, where we have used the A9 camera, and then the ESP32 board is for our microcontroller, which is connected to the Neo GM GPS module in order to track the location of the pads. And finally, the 18B20 sensor is to detect water immersion. Moving on to the software that has been used is the Arduino IDE. The Blink application that which is the platform that will be used for pet owners to interact with the functionalities of the hardwares. Microsoft Excel is for data storage, and the last is HD Wi-Fi Cam Pro is for pet owners to view the live streaming of pets. So this is the block diagram for the project, where the input is the temperature, sensor, camera, and GPS. Will be connected to our microcontroller, which is the ESP32. That means that will interface with the software, hence the output will have the Blink application, where owner will view the location tracking, real-time image, and water immersion detection. So this is the wiring connection of the block diagram, where the hardware interfacing with the software to obtain the output that I have mentioned at the previous slide. So this is the flowchart for the project, where we will start with the hardware setup and then the software initialization. So that means that the hardware is ready to detect, such as the sensor. So when the ESP32 reads the data from the GPS and the temperature sensor, then if the temperature sensor ever detects the significant drop of temperature, then it will display that the pet have fallen into water alert via the Blink platform for pet owners. If the ESP32 next is that if the ESP32 actually receive any comments from pet owners, such as live streaming cameras, or to track pets location, or even to view data storage, then the app will display the received information. If not, then it will go back to start. So moving on to the result and discussion, this is the prototype of the project, where the project had been worn on both the cat doll and also a real cat. As you can see, that it is a harness where there's a camera pouch is attached at the chest position of the cat, and a water resistant pouch which has the wiring hardware placed on the cat's back, and the temperature sensor is also attached to the cat's stomach level, because the reason why the sensor is not placed at the leg is that if they detect the water temperature, the water immersion at the leg level, our cat would obviously survive that, such as if the cat ever ran into a puddle, it doesn't count as it is in a danger. That is why it is placed at the stomach position. As for the next test, is called the water immersion test, to test the accuracy and the reliability of the temperature sensor, the 18B20 sensor, by exposing to the temperature in Johor for a week, where we have started since the 3rd of June until the 9th of June, and to determine the threshold of the temperature between the normal temperature and the temperature in the water. So as based on the graph and the table from the slide, as you can see, is that the threshold that we have gotten to detect the water immersion is at 32 Celsius below. As for the real-time virtual image streaming or video streaming of pet surrounding, we have tested during the daytime and nighttime, and both can be seen really clear view of the pet surrounding by using a simple and easy app called the HD Wi-Fi Cam Pro, where we can just simply connect the camera to the application, and it is also wireless and can be used for long hours, which is approximately around 3 to 4 hours. And as for the network connection for the camera, is that it will be used with a broadband that will be inserted in the harness as well. As for the analysis of location tracker, it is known that the Neo GM GPS module can be used without any limit of distance, but the only limitation is that the coverage of the environment to detect the signal from the satellite to the GPS. So I have tested different types of environment and to determine the ability to detect the location. So as you can see here, as for the open field, it can detect really well, while the tall building area, it is fair, but somehow they may have any signal blockage if we are surrounded by tall buildings. And same goes to forest area, as it is pretty poor because it is covered by tall trees. And next is inside a vehicle. It is good as long as your windows or windshield is clear, and if you put the GPS module near the window or the windshield, then it can detect its location. While as for inside the building, where I have tested the GPS module in my own house or room, it is really poor, that to the point that it doesn't have any signal and it is unable to detect the location. And finally, as for the underwater, it is unable to detect location because the GPS module can be detected after it is submerged underwater. But if it happens that the pet were to fall into or submerge into a water, it will leave the last seen location nearby before it fell into the water. As for heavy rain, it is fair, it is still functionable in detecting the signal. So as you can see here, these are the latitude and longitude display of both on the Blink application, where when there is a signal and when there is no signal detected. So this is the user-friendly application that has been created for pets owner using the Blink platform. So pet owners are able to insert the user ID, which is the biodata or the information of their pets, and also the image of their pets. There are also a pet location tracker, where owner can monitor the environment temperature, the latitude, longitude, and also a map display to ease owner to recognize the location of the pets. And finally is the pet distant daily activity log, where basically it's a long-term monitoring that I have mentioned previously. Pet owners are able to set the duration of monitor from hours to days to weeks, and also maybe a year. So once the data has been obtained, maybe per day or a week, owner can export the file into an Excel form, where owner can monitor the log data to determine whether the activity of pet, whether it is active or not active. So as a conclusion, the cat safety monitoring and tracking system has successfully providing a solution for enhancing pet safety and tracking system, which integrates the uses of camera for live streaming, the GPS for location tracking, and also the temperature sensor to detect the immersion water of pet. It can also strengthen the bond between pets and pets owner, where pet owner will monitor the health and safety of pets through the user-friendly application. As for the future works, I'm hoping to create a smaller and compact prototype for the pet to ensure the comfortability of the cat, and also to provide or research in improving a more accurate GPS location that doesn't that the environment won't interfere with the location tracking, and also to provide a more advanced behavior analytics for long-term monitoring, such as detecting the heart rate of the pet, the temperature of the pet, and many more. That's all for me. Thank you.